Welcome to my videos. Like always, people worldwide who catch on to what I'm doing, your peace and love. Understand? Let's go into the slogan. There's a way to do it and a way not to do it, but the way you doing it, you don't realize it. Them have to poof them all out. You never make it to Gunja. Reset it and resend it. Now people, remember to check out my music like always and my thoughts them. And just Google Deep Figure Entertainment. And you know, this one now is a role of yourself and what they teach you. You understand? Is what you think on. I catch on to how things is and what knowledge was given on to me, and I start to research and check how things is, and I see some errors in it, and I spill them out in the media like this, and I realize I can't go against our next man culture, and I can't go against what our next person think. If this is how the person thinking, I respect the way the person think. If this is how the person carry himself, I be like, oh, that's how he deal with things. You understand? But when you catch on to certain things, not everyone gonna catch on to certain things. And I also check the way we carry our mind, as far as like how we eat, dress, and you know, we smoking, music, and how we say things and how we treat each other. And then I realized, you know what, man, all that knowledge I got and all that teaching I got, someone give me that formula of teaching. Understand? And I supposed to utilize it and operate on the system they gave me. So I said to myself, what if I come up with my own knowledge, my own way of thinking, and share with videos, understand, and talk of how you are and how you be, and what would it turn out to be like. And then I realized, and I've been brand for to have my own man crazy, you know what I'm saying? That's what they say. Say, I think this way, so I'm supposed to be crazy. I'm like, that's what you want to brand me for, my own mind crazy? But my mind ain't crazy. This is how I think, and this is how I say things. If you open up your mind and do some research, you will see this the way I think. And I'm not talking no things that impossible. I'm talking reality. Understand? But you didn't teach that. But whatever didn't teach you that, your pastor didn't teach you that, your mother and your father didn't teach you that. You didn't have the experience. I got the experience, so I teach it to you. But this is why they come back down to their level where they said each one teach one. That's what's happening. My speech kind of like off there, but anyway. Understand? And this is what you have to do to control yourself. This is what you got to do to protect yourself. You understand? If something happening dangerously, you have to keep your mind in a certain way to understand it, because someone always there to derail it, so you don't really know the truth, so you don't understand the level. You understand? And we do not have all the knowledge on how we could die, but we have knowledge of how we could try. And then we have experience of our own that make us smart, experience that make we see things before happen, experience make we could see stupidity, experience can make we see that you're taking us for idiots, and experience can see you're running man game. But a person who do not have that experience, it can easily be misled and take down to another level. But when it's all come back down to where you teach. If you never teach about a phone, you will never know about a phone. If they didn't bring in phone, you think you would have think a phone? If they didn't bring in computer, you think you would have bring computer? If you never have a car, how would you operate? If you didn't have a bicycle, how would you ride? If you're not back to the phone, if you never have a phone, how would you communicate? We just have to stick to the same old raggedy way. What's up? I'm spabbing. Face to face, eye to eye. You'll see me tomorrow with scheduled time. You understand? But life have changed. You understand? Things have upgraded. But what I would like to see happening, if someone from society speaking of something, you understand, you analyze what the person say. Think about what the person say. You understand? Because we are going into a level where things are shifting. Nothing stays the same. We operating on old knowledge. You understand? Check the Bible. The Bible is old knowledge. And you can't talk against it. If you talk against it, you're crazy. And you violate Christianity. It's the streets have its own knowledge. And there's certain things the streets stick to. If you go against what the streets thinking, you're going to look like stupid. You understand? That's why I tell you in the beginning of the video, you got to leave certain things alone. And just find your way and do your part. Because another generation have to come play the role. But if you check the generation coming to play the role, they're doing the same thing. Understand? A few of them might break free from the ghetto. Some might have a jump shot with the ball. They choose them and they take them there. Understand? But if you understand that ball playing thing, it'll be the same person playing the same ball. Understand? Because of them liquor down one. You got to watch, man, and to learn. And you got to study to learn. If you do not study, you will never learn. Understand? If you think you're smart with what they teach you, that I don't think that's smart. If you could spell a lot of big words, you're that smart to them. I am not saying I'm a smart guy, because there's some things I can't spell, but if you show me how to pronounce it, that's how you spell that. You understand? But that don't make you brilliant. But what make you brilliant, man, is when you could think for self, do for self, respect the law that they got here, and do for self. If you're gonna break it, you do sneaky and do it right. You understand? Because sometimes we gotta cut curve to live. You understand? But then have another sense of what if you get caught? What will happen? You understand? Well, you have to check all levels to understand yourself. But do not check all levels, you're not gonna understand yourself. You gotta check your food you eat, the culture you're living in, what kind of music you're doing, the generation before you, what become of them. Understand? Like far as hip-hop, what used to happen to hip-hop in 80s, what become of those stars, what become of the people in the community. Check it from the 70s, same thing, reggae, dancehall, hip-hop, all the rock and roll, jazz, all of that. You gotta check what happened before you came into it, because everything you doing is just a repeat. Understand? But whatever you teach is someone wants you to think like that, so you have to learn how to counteract it and check it. And every books you read, you gotta check the levels of the person, man, and check what the person was thinking to write this book, and check if you could write one. Understand? Anything you like, you gotta respect it and check. Oh, that is great. And to the people that's a fan of some, respect the creators. Understand? Don't respect the imitator. Respect the creator. Do not respect the imitator. Respect the creator. Understand? Because the creator is the one that have the power to let you have a book, have a song. Understand? And the right one to make you feel good, and the right one to make you cry, and you know what I'm saying, feel comfortable. Even just a movie. Respect the editors. Respect the director. Understand? And see how they think, and see what they was trying to paint with a camera. You see my camera, you see what I'm trying to paint to you? Whatever they teach you, bro, that's what you think of. So try to take your mind to be on it. If you hear something impossible, search if there's a reality for it. If you hear something impossible, it can't happen. There's a reality for it. Have you ever sit down and watch Mission Impossible? You see those moves Tom Cruise is doing? It's impossible. To some people who never try that. But he make it happen. Understand? There's a lot of things. You see heaven going off. Heaven is right above us. Understand? And a hell down below us, and also heaven. Heaven is right where you're walking, but you just not know that it's heaven. Millions, zillions, trillions of world, but tell you it's one. I said that before. But these are some of the things you got to calculate and do for yourself. Understand? I always think positive and do what you think is right for yourself, and protect yourself and your family. So we all gonna got disagreement. So what you got to do is learn to work out the disagreement, man, and stick together, man. Remember, this time, if you don't stick together, man, you're gonna get missing, man. Understand? Walk together, roll together, man. This is the time y'all hold the unity. Peace. Remember, there's a way to do it and a way not to do it. But the way they're doing it, them have to poof them all out. They never make it to do ganja. Reset it and resend it.